Good morning. Today, another episode on how to make yourself comfortable when speaking from the public. We want to create value into other people's life, sharing our experience. Because when we all these kind of things, we can change other people's life. So that's actually the fundamental thing or the biggest thing why we do public speaking, because we want to share our experience, and we also want to learn from other people's experience so we can applying each other lessons to improve our lives. So that's how I look at life. And one thing that we need to be careful of is not to imitate other people too much. Instead, we need to be ourselves. Our experience is unique, so why not using our own experience to tell a little bit of story, to highlight the points and share the reason you're telling that kind of story. How does it impact to change your life? So that's the thing that we want to strive for. Because imagine yourself, if for example, if you try to become other person, it's like you're holding a dumbbell, you hold the dumbbell like this. If it close to you, meaning that you are yourself, you become yourself, you don't become other person, you will feel that you are much stronger, you can lift that weight easily. But if you lift the dumbbell like lateral raise like this, it's more further away from you, and what you can find is it's really difficult to lift it, and after a few seconds you will feel the weight of it. So that's the analogy of when you're pretending to become other person. Instead, we can give a strong message if we actually using our own experience and we become ourselves. That's what important. It's like you holding a dumbbell like this, you're lifting like that. It's so easy. So that's why we need to stop pretending like we are other person, and we have our own story. Let's share it. There are a lot of ways. For example, that I've noticed is to create a story bank where you list out all the story that you have that gives you such a big impact in your life. Maybe when the first time you joining a sport and then you becoming good at it, you can share a little bit of what are the things you've learned from the experience. Most of it you can find the lesson of not giving up early. When someone say you cannot do that and you do it anyway, you be able to overcome challenges. So that's what a person want to hear. And if we're talking about structure of story, we need to start with the situation. We want to give a situation to paint a picture in people's mind how the setting looks like. We don't want to go straight to the story. We need to create the situation first so people can have a bit of context on what is happening at that moment, and using a words that that forces them to visualize, to be in the story. And because we don't want to report story, we want to relive the story. Make sure that you uses all the senses. If you feel that if you feel the wind at that time, you need to mention it, a little bit of detail but not too much. And as you go through this, you will figure out what are the details that's gonna help the story, and what it is not. And that's pretty amazing. I'm still new to this. I also want to find my story, to add more on my story, because you ask yourself, you've been living for how many years now? For me, it's 26 years. There's a lot of times and a lot of life lessons that I've got along the way that I want to share, and a lot of moments, big moments, down moments, that you can share it to other people so people don't make the same mistake that you've made. And also, you actively searching for other people's story to learn from it, because You will save a lot of time if you learn from other people's experience instead of you repeating the same mistake that people make. Thank you.